Hello everyone. Today there's a topic I really wanted to discuss as titled How to Respond in a Quarantine Situation with Housemates or Family Who Are Ill in a Household. And we will discuss some practical and moral viewpoints on what I think should be done or at least considered in said situation. And my point number one being and the most obvious, to keep some distance and to reduce close contact with ill persons. And this is easier said than done. Consider family members who are ill, you would want to offer reassurance, maybe just like a hug or a pat on the back. But, supposedly all this is not possible if you can't have close contact, right? But I agree that there has to be some sort of balance drawn in order to enforce these protocols. But in the case of housemates, I think it's important to keep in communication, even if it's not physical close contact communication. Using a phone, a communication app. Yeah, these things can easily be done, but don't neglect people in any sense. Remember that we are human, and we shouldn't be indifferent because we're not heartless monsters, and we shouldn't treat people like walking viruses. And number two being, we should work together and to stay in quarantine for the grander scale of public safety, because essentially, you are in the same boat, and assist with resources where appropriate. If a housemate is running out of food, thus will force them to break the quarantine, you can circumvent such circumstances by offering to share what resources you have left, and work out a sortie of duties to be shared amongst household members. And I say sortie because you really have to pick up the ball if someone falls ill and are unable to follow up on possible previous agreements on who does what in the household. Working out something for the short term can really benefit everyone in the long run. And remember that you are a group, and it's not every man for themselves. This is real life we're talking about. It's not like a battle royale game. And number three, if things get serious, I think people should contact local councils or places for assistance, like food banks, volunteer services, etc., etc. Family or friends, perhaps they have extra resources or they have access to resource points, and they can drop off those things at the front door for you. Where our government falls short, I really feel that we must fill in the gaps. It's a collective social responsibility to look after one another whilst considering hygiene. So, no hugs and kisses, but emotional support. Number four, we do have to realize this issue is global and it affects everyone. So, it's important to act with more selflessness, where personal versus group interests intersect. Try not to be selfish, and like I dare not ask this because it's difficult to ask of anyone, but try to put others ahead of ourselves, especially in times like these. If for in by any chance we ourselves become infected, I think we should consider self quarantine if affordable, and if not, we should try to at least first seek help to see if someone can help us achieve this. For example, if you're renting, Perhaps speak to your landlord, um, or perhaps phone government services, see what they can do for you. Phone the bank, see if they can do something for you. And I'm not being like, I'm in no position to judge, and like have no intention to either, because I understand many people are in difficult situations or have moral dilemmas right now, and this is all due to a sudden need for resources and protection for our loved ones, which may not be readily available. And we as a society are in a state of uproar and confusion. But uh, going back to the subject, if we are infected or suspect of being so, we really need to at least try out our options before falling back to our default response, because we're all in this together. And thanks for giving me the time of your day, and I really hope you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't, hit the notification bell so you don't miss another update. And because I will be uploading a series on hygiene protocols within the household, and try and do everything I can to help people out there who are struggling and perhaps don't quite know what to do in a situation hit them so suddenly. So basically, the hygiene protocol series will be my take on how I keep the house clean, especially common areas like kitchen, bathroom, things like that, to try and keep everyone safe and happy. And on that note, do stay safe, everyone. I will see you in the next video. Peace out.